Hey guys, welcome back. I just wanted to go over some of my option plays for this week. I did buy one AMC call and the $16 strike. Right now I'm down $62, but I just wanted to go over some ways to protect yourself if it does go down. So, as you can see, my average cost was 1850 and right now it's trading at 1788. So what I did is, let me go back, is I sold a call for the 35 strike. So if I go back, my break even is 34.50. So what I did is I sold a call for $35 and that expires on June 4th. So on June 4th, if it does not reach $35, I will receive $275. So it's almost $300. I would have to do this for about 6 weeks to recoup my money, and my $16 strike call that I bought. See, it's 1850, so 300 times 6 is $1,800. So I'd have to do it for about 6 weeks. If it doesn't pass $35, I'll adjust it. If the price goes up, then I'll set it around $40, $50, depending where the stock is moving each week. That's why I like to do weekly calls. As you can see, it does not expire until December 17th. So I have quite a while. I think this could run pretty well. I'm not sure if it'll get up to the GameStop levels, but in case it does, I do want to have one call. That's why I didn't buy a bunch of shares. I didn't buy a bunch of calls. I just, if it does run, I want to be in it. If it doesn't, I'm willing to risk $1,800, and I don't I don't see it as that big of a risk. So another thing I do want to go over is Square. I have a 220 call that I'm selling, and right now currently the price of Square is 221. So as of right now, if it stays at this price, my call is going to get executed. I'm going to have to sell my 100 shares. So what I was thinking about doing, and what I normally do, because I don't want to sell these shares, because right now I'm at a loss. Here, I'll show you guys. So if you look at Square right now, I'm down $2,600. I did buy it around the $247 range, which right now it seems crazy high. Like, you probably are wondering, like, why did I buy it at 247? But if you just go back 3 months, it was as high as 273. So I thought I was getting a good deal. It did look like it was kind of stabling out for a few days around 245. So I thought 247 was good, and I thought it was going to run back up. But all the stocks in the market kind of just went down, and I couldn't even believe it. Look, it went to 197. Man, I wish I would have got in right there, but coulda, shoulda, woulda. So what I've been doing is just rolling over my sell calls. So let's see, for June 4th, I think I have it on the 11th. It'll show up. Yeah, so if it says a -1, I have a sell call for 220 expiring on June 11th. And so what I could do is I could buy this call. I'm used to using the app. Okay, so I could buy this call, and then I could choose a different date further out. So let's go with June 18th. And And let's just say I don't really think it's going to go much higher than 225, because what you need to consider is for the June 11th, I would have to pay, if I'm going to buy this call back, I'm going to have to pay 750. So I want around the same price when I'm selling the call for next week, so that I'm not paying too much, so that I'll receive that in credit. Because right now I'm gonna have to pay a debit of 750. So if I go to June 18th and I look at the 125, oops, it can't be right. 225, my bad. 225. So I'm gonna receive 825 for rolling it over for another week. So this 220, if I buy it, it's gonna cost me 758. Well, it's changing because the market's open, 755. And if I sell, it would probably be better. I could raise it to 2250, but honestly, I think that still might get executed. So if I went with the 225, which is, even if it does get executed, I'm getting 500 more dollars, $5 a share times 100 shares. So if it did get executed, at least I would receive 500 more dollars. But see, the total cost, it's actually going to cost me $48, which I think is worth it. And if it goes down, then at least I'll get a debit total of $710. So if it doesn't reach 225 by June 18th, then I'll receive $713. I'm doing something similar with Neo. So Neo, I've been waiting forever for this stock to come back up. I was selling calls all the time for the past, that's a couple months, and it's been working out because the price hasn't been moving, and at least it hasn't been moving up. But since it's been moving up lately, right now I have the 4250 call. I actually did have a $41 call. I rolled it over to the 11th, so it was supposed to expire on the 4th. I rolled it over to the 11th and I made it 4250. Right now, the price of Neo is at 4167. So I might have to roll this one over too if the price keeps going up. I'm glad it's going up. It's about time. This stock has a lot of potential, I think. And I think next year, at least by next year, I think it'll be around $100. So I don't want to get my shares executed. I want to hold on to these 300 shares. I actually used to have 500 shares, but I sold some so I could pick up some Nvidia. I wanted to get 25 shares because they are going to be doing a 4-to-1 stock split, most likely if the shareholders vote on it. I believe it's on June 4th. So if that happens, I'll receive 100 shares, and then I could start selling calls on Nvidia. I love Nvidia. I want to hold this stock forever. So I'll be real glad if I can pick up 100 shares of this. All right, guys, that's it for today's episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like and subscribe, and I'll be adding more videos shortly. If you guys want to keep track of how this AMC call works out, it's kind of exciting. It's nothing that I really recommend if if you don't have high risk. I wouldn't recommend getting into it, but it's kind of exciting. So, but yeah, anyways, you guys have a good day. Hopefully you guys are making money, and I'll see you guys on the next one.